Then we can move on to the esteem needs. Esteem needs are things like self-confidence, respect, and excellence. So in this level, there's a few questions you can ask. Has the child been allowed to save face? I've done observations where I've actually seen adults look at young children and say, how could you be so stupid? If you look at a young child and you say, how could you be so stupid? Then they're going to show you how stupid they think they really are. And it's going to be bigger and it's going to be better than what you could have imagined. Help them save face. Help them to know that even though you don't agree with their decision, they are not stupid for having made their decision. A child snatches a toy from a child, they shove that child back. We shouldn't look at the child and say, how could you be so stupid to shove them? It wasn't stupid. It wasn't the best decision to make, but it wasn't a stupid decision. That makes sense. They took this from me. I'm going to pay them back. It's not a great decision. It's not a positive decision, but it makes sense. If you don't allow a child to save face, if you haven't respected them and you haven't shown them like, oh yeah, I kind of get it. I don't agree, but I get it. Then it's going to be really hard for you to help them to regulate. The next question is, have they been made to feel less than? Have you elevated yourself where you are the one who's going to be talking the whole time and you are the one that's going to be answering all the questions, or you're not going to let them share their side or whatever, that they are less than? If you have made this child feel less than, it's going to be really hard for them to regulate because that feels dangerous to a child. And then finally, do they feel respected? Can you still show them respect even though they have thrown a chair or done something physically aggressive? Can you still respect them? Many times as adults, we say you need to treat people the way that you want to be treated. And that's true. We need to treat people the way that we want to be treated. And there's a follow-up. We need to treat people the way that we want to be treated, even when they don't treat us that way. And even if that person is a child. And too many times I see adults completely forget this whole treat others the way you want to be treated when they're dealing with a child who's been disruptive, because that child has been disruptive. And so they do it as this like tit for tat, where it's like, you did this to me, so now I'm going to do this thing back to you. And we forget we are the adults. We are to model for them what we want them to show, even when they have been dysregulated. So they throw a chair or whatever it might be. We don't then throw a chair back at them, right? But we shouldn't also scream at them. We should still treat them with respect and give them that respect, even when they don't give it to us. Because if we don't, we can't expect them to show others respect, even when they aren't fully respected either. We have to model for children what we want to see in our children.